that pressured ourselves to perform and to be who we are forced to be to fit in this society. In this topic, the main character energy, where we are confident, even though, I mean, for some people maybe they are not really.
Okay. The fact is, when you are not in this world anymore, the world will just move on.
Yeah, we'll just keep on spinning.
Yeah. So there's nothing meaningful for yourself to think that you are the only person matter in this world like that. More rich or more clever or more anything from you like that. So if you think you are the main character when your world is bigger and bigger, I don't think you can survive in this world. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to Birding Talk, and today I'm here with Miss Anggi. Hi everyone. So today we're recording from ICMS, a boarding school where we live, study, struggle, grow, and let's be honest, sometimes overthink everything.
That's true. That's very true.
Okay, so our topic today is something we see every single day in a dorm life. Main character energy. Is it confidence? Is it narcissism? Or is it just a survival mindset? Okay, so let's get started to the topic.
Sure.
So, Miss Anggi, how would you describe main character energy?
Main character energy, for some extent, I think main character energy is more of like confidence, self-confidence. But then if it's taken too literal, I mean, like, if it's taken too much, then it can be something very bad, because you just think that the world revolves around you. So main character energy is, we can see them as a positive sign, but if it's taken too much, then I think it's also bad for us. What do you think?
Okay, so I think when I hear main character energy, I imagine a student walking alone after Isha, earphones in, thinking, this is my life and this is my story. In boarding school, that feeling can be powerful sometimes because you feel lost in routines, rules, uniforms, and schedules. Main character energy for me is when a student finally says, I matter, my feelings matter, and my journey matters.
Okay.
But the problem, like you said, starts when that thought turns into only I matters.
That's true. Yeah.
Like that.
It can be very toxic.
So, what do you think? Is it just a meme or a trend or a mindset?
I think first it started as a meme, or to me it's more of like a slogan, like you got that main character energy. On TikTok especially, when someone is seen as confident the first time, then I think it's taken as a positive comments from people. But there are also influencers or a person that uploads something on TikTok, and they think that the world just, they think that they're the only one matter. They think that no one's opinion is valid except mine. And then the slogan, main character energy, or the meme of main character energy, shift into something else. So yeah, I think it was a meme or a trend at some point, but then it became something more of like a perception of someone for some category of people. What do you think?
Interesting. I agree with you. Like at first, maybe it looks like a trend, but in boarding school, trends become identities very quickly. Students don't just joke about being the main character; they start living like one.
That's true.
Yeah, they compare who's more confident, more aesthetic, more noticed. And in a class environment like a boarding school, that pressure feels stronger. Um, yeah, I think like that.
Okay, so especially the main character energy, it's also very much important when someone taken it to some extent, especially in boarding school,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Because it's where the students are very much involved with one another without having any separation, like the usual school that Indonesian people attend to. Because in Indonesia, we don't really attend to school that sleeps together with other students and do other activities all around, all day around. So in boarding school, we very much interact with one another, especially
Yes,
for young
that's right.
people. And that main character energy, I think if it's taken positively, it can change you as a better person. But if it's taken like in a bad context, then it's very much a toxic environment.
Yeah, that's right. So, why do you think the phrase took off with young people?
Yeah, I also took notes from some of the things that you said because in boarding school, we interact with each other, and if the phrase of the main character energy, it came because of the pressure. It became somewhat, if you're not productive enough, if you're not, you don't have any self-confidence, then I think you will just get washed out by other people, especially in an environment where you're not separated in any kind of way with your friends or even any partner or colleagues. So I think the main character energy, the phrase, especially for young people, it was more of like a pressure. But if you see it in a positive way, you can see it as something that can identify you. Maybe you get washed out by other people when you're not confident, but then you want that main character energy, and then you want to feel confident, and you started to identifying yourself, and then that's where it took off to a more of like a positive side rather than the bad side. And
It's
you?
like a coping mechanism.
Yeah, it's more of like a coping mechanism for young people. Maybe it's a coping mechanism, maybe it's more of like a pressure from other people too, because we don't have any some kind of uniqueness
That's right.
for us. So what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you again and again because boarding school removes one thing, escape.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go home when you feel insecure, you can't disappear. So main character, like you said, becomes a coping mechanism. It's a way of saying, if I can't control my environment, at least I can control my narrative.
Yeah, I think it's also about control. Yeah, because you can't really control something that is outside of your self. But what you feel and what you show is the only thing that you can control anytime.
Yeah. But here's my question: does that help us grow, or does it make us lonely?
That's very interesting. But for me, I think I also at some point needed that kind of main character energy, especially when I do competitions where I do presentation for a lot of people. I need that main character energy, and that main character energy actually helps me to make me feel confidence and to think that why does everybody matters? I live this world like I am my own person.
Okay.
But maybe if that main character energy is taken too much and it exceeded some type of border, then it will affect me, I think, because I will not really consider other people as someone important. I will not really consider any kind of opinion that is against me, and I will not look for any considerations of that matter. So yeah, I think it's more of both sides. But for me, I experience it more for like the positive, more of the positive side, because yeah, I haven't really taken it too far. What about you?
Okay, interesting. For me, I do feel same both, because of course it helps me to grow that I I only can trust myself, but at the same time, I feel like lonely because I feel disappointed from anyone, from everyone. So I think that me myself, that the only one I can trust in this life.
Okay, so you're the main character.
No.
You're feeling like the main lead of some kind of anime or drama. That's
Why
fine. I won't
not?
judge. I won't judge.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Okay, so regarding this kind of confidence, narcissism, and what do you call them? Main character energy. For young people, we tend to look something through social media, right? Through
Yes.
TikTok, through Instagram. And do you think those kind of platforms encourage people to perform their lives instead of being who they are?
Here's something honest. How many moments in boarding school are truly private anymore? Late night talks, quiet sadness, personal growth. Sometimes students don't experience these moments. They prepare to explain them later. Main character energy can quite whisper, if it's not impressive, it's not valuable. So if you want to ask about TikTok, Instagram, I think it's not really affect the student in here because the students are very often to use gadget, handphone, and others. So it depends on the teacher and the schools to teach their students.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think what is inside of the social media, I think I also covered it on some topics before on this podcast, but I forgot what the topic was about. But I think there are different sides of us on those social media, especially for if you have any first account or second account. I do think those are us, but those are not entirely us, right? Because in social media, we tend to be very much closed. We are very fragile to opinions because what we show to people, those are not really the people that we tend to interact often. Well, curse me. I mean, like the people the people who we interact with in everyday lives maybe also comment something negative with a different account, an anonymous account without us knowing. So we are more fragile to opinions, and there are sides of us that pressured ourselves to perform and to be who we are forced to be to fit in this society. In this topic, the main character energy, where we are confident, even though, I mean, for some people maybe they are not really.
Okay. So talking about the social media, our main character videos is about self-expression or they just asking for validation?
Well, for some people, I think for especially, I mean, extroverted people, extroverted, is that right? Is that how I pronounce it?
Yeah, that's right.
Extroverted people, I think it's maybe they do use those kind of videos as a expression. They want to express their feelings because they are used to what do you call them? Announcing their emotion to other people. But maybe for some people that are more of like introverted, they are forced to be who they are not because of the pressure of they want some kind of identity and they want to show that to the people, even though those are not really their personality and identity. So it's more of like maybe for some people it's expression, but for some people it's more like a validation. They want to be validated because they want to see someone who's more, just more. And what about you? What do you think?
I think the opposite because I think the main characters' videos are asking for validation because they think the world are around
Revolves around them.
revolves around them. But the fact is, when you are not in this world anymore, the world will just move on.
Yeah, we'll just keep on spinning.
Yeah. So there's nothing meaningful
Okay.
for yourself to think that you are the only person matter in this world like that.
Okay, but for some instances where the situations are tough and it's hard, what you need is some kind of confirmation and also confidence that you are
Yeah.
strong enough to get up on your own and you don't really need anyone. But that is also the truth. That is also the truth because you cannot really change people, you cannot really change any situation, you cannot really control what is coming to your life, but you can change yourself. So it is a very much complicated perspective, I think.
Yeah, just do better and better.
Yeah, just do better and better. But for the main character energy that is more leans more towards the bad side, I think I also agree with what Hammam said, that it's more of like a validation. It's more of like a validation that they wanted to be seen and they want to be heard as someone who's perfect, maybe, and they want to shine more than the others.
Yeah. Okay. So are we living moments or documenting them for content?
What do you think? I don't really see you like take out your phone and videotaping something. I don't really see you doing that.
Yeah. I feel like I just living the moments.
Okay.
Live the moments because I feel like I'm so grateful for my life in here and for who I become today. But of course, at the special moment, some special moments, of course, I also documenting it for the
Really?
content.
Because on this like 4 to 5 months that I've like known you,
Okay.
I only see you use your phone as something to like call other people or like text other people. I don't really see you using the cameras.
Yeah, maybe some
Instances?
yeah, maybe some special moments, just some special moments like when my cousin birthday
Yo, when was
or
your cousin birthday?
Astagfirullah. I forgot.
You forgot your own cousin. I thought it was something like on December.
Yeah, in December, maybe 23.
Oh, that was mine. That's
Oh,
my
yeah.
birthday.
Oh, yeah, that's
my
right.
birthday. It's not your cousin's. I'm not your cousin. I'm sorry if I disappoint you.
But yeah, I just feel like I live the moments because I think we just live once and I want to enjoy it.
Okay.
So what do you think?
Well, there's a correlation with what you said, but I don't exactly know why it contradicts, especially because you said that you want to live the moment, right? But I want to live the moment too, but I want to remember it then.
Okay.
I want, well, when I'm going to be like 50 or 60, I want to do some kind of reminiscence, do something to remember the moments I was young. Maybe I don't really videotape myself. I don't really do that. What I do is just videotaping everything around me. So I want to live the moment through my eyes once again when I want to reminiscence in the old days. Yeah, I think so.
Interesting. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so does main character energy help people with low self-esteem? Or it actually can increase pressure to be interesting, successful, or aesthetic?
Yeah, in a few questions, the previous questions, yeah, I said that the main character energy thingy actually helps me build my self-confidence because there are times when I'm not really exactly confident, but when I think that I live this moment, I am who I am, and I don't think that anybody's opinion matters because I'm going to rock this, and
Wow.
yeah, that's how you should live.
Okay. You will
That's
rock
how you
it.
yeah,
Okay,
that's how you should live.
okay.
And yeah, I think it helped me at times, even when I was at my worst. And I think that if you see my profile picture, I mean wallpaper, if you see my wallpaper, this is what it said.
Nobody is thinking about it. Yeah.
Right. This is what it
Okay.
said. If you can see, guys, nobody's thinking about you. Nobody's thinking about me. So don't really think that anybody's opinion really matters for your self-esteem because it does exactly not. And yeah, but for some instances, it also kind of pressure me sometimes because what I did before when I have my confidence, people expect that of me for any other time that I wasn't confident. So it does create some kind of pressure, but I think it's more of like because of what I did, not because of the main character energy.
Okay.
What about you?
Okay. Maybe from me, from the student's perspective.
Perspective.
Okay. For student with low self-esteem, main character energy may can be healing. For them, it gives permission to exist loudly. But it can also be heavy. In boarding school, you already have academic pressure, social pressure, spiritual expectation. Adding, like, I must always be confident becomes a little exhausting, I think.
Okay.
And that's when it turns to toxic.
Yes, exactly.
So, do you think it can be potentially a toxic trait?
Yes, it's just like what you just stated before, because the pressure, I think maybe because for me, I don't really know the students' experience, especially in boarding school, because I haven't been in like a boarding school before. This is the first time that I have been inside and also live in a boarding school. So this is just a perspective of me and not some students who live in a boarding school. But for me, I think, yeah, it gets tiring when people expect something of you when you are not really exactly that. But just remember that you don't have to be that all the time. You don't have to bring that main character energy to you every single time. And for me myself, I want that main character energy at just some time that I need myself to be confident, and I think it's just helpful using it that way instead of just claiming myself to be the main character in everyday lives. So yeah, I think it can
Potential,
become
yeah.
a toxic trait if
Okay,
it's
okay.
too far.
Yeah, I agree. So how does this mindset affect empathy and listening?
It can, I think it can reduce both empathy and also listening, because just like what I said before, if this main character energy is taken too far, then the mindset that you had before the first time when you wanted to become confident, you want to become like, I want to rock this, then it shifts into becoming like, I don't need to hear anybody opinion except myself because I'm always right. I don't really need anybody around me. So it started to shift from the first mindset to this later on. and it reduces of course the empathy and also listening. You won't really empath with other people who are maybe who needs help, who needs hearing. You don't really want to listen to them because you think that your opinion is just the one what matters. So yeah, it can reduce both empathy and listening. And do you also agree with that?
Yeah, I also agree. Like, we are human. We are social
Beings.
Yeah, social beings, and especially in boarding school, like, you cannot survive alone here. If everyone is the main character,
That's true.
then who listens, who supports, and who notice the quiet students? Yeah, uh, you will live 24 hours with people in boarding school,
that's
and
true.
with the teacher, with the students, with your friends, and with the worker here. So you need a companion, you need someone to help you, you need someone to listen for you, you need to listen to everyone.
That's true.
So yeah.
Yeah, if this main character energy is taken too far by everyone, then there will be a clash, and there will not be any good environment in society, I think, especially in boarding school.
That's right.
So, do you think Gen Z and Gen Alpha need main character energy more than the previous generations, or what?
I don't know about it. I don't know why they need more than previous generations, but I think because today we have globalizations, and we can interact with so many people at the same time from other nationality. Of course, we have to be confident, but I don't think it's more like main character, because when your world is bigger and bigger, of course you need to be confident, but there are always someone or some people that more rich or more clever or more anything from you, like that. So um, if you think you are the main character, when your world is bigger and bigger, I don't think you can survive in this world.
Okay. For me, I think maybe the younger generations don't really need to be the main character energy, but they need the essential of those main character energy, because what you need is really just confidence. What you need is just confidence. Just like what you said before, there are many people who are smarter than you, richer than you, more productive than you. But then when you see those kind of thing, that people are just more than what you are, you get depressed maybe. But then if you have some kind of coping mechanism by being confident, just for being what you are, just genuine, I think it really helps, especially for the younger generations, where we need some kind of lead to live our life. So yeah, I think it's more of like we need the main character energy essential, not really the whole syndrome, to become confident and to survive too in this world.
Yeah, so of course we are agree on how a healthy society can exist if everyone not put themselves first, right? Okay.
Yes.
So let's think from this topic. What advice would you give to someone who's trying too hard to be the main character?
I would just say one word.
Okay.
Relax. Just relax. You don't need to perform for everyone. This is your life and you're just living your life. You become who you want to be in your life, and you don't really need to be perfect. You don't need to be what do you call him? too strong. You can cry, you can be fragile on some days that you are not really strong, because it's just you see the thing is with the movies, with series, you see their main character, you see their everyday life from the main character. They do experience those kind of hardships, but what separates the main character from the other supporting characters is they just don't give up, and they just be confident again and again, and they get up by themselves. So it's not because you don't really need to be perfect and you don't need to perform. I mean, like, just be who you are and relax.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you have some words for?
Yeah, to anyone in boarding school trying too hard to be the main character, pause. Ask yourself, who am I when no one is clapping? True confidence in boarding school is not about being seen, it's about being grounded. Maybe the best main character energy is knowing your life matters without turning others into extras.
Yes.
Okay, maybe that's all from us about this topic. And stay tuned. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye guys.